Hey everyone, welcome back. You are watching the Data Labs. My name is Dilip. In this video, I will walk you through the ultimate to-do list and task management tracker developed by the Data Labs team. Okay, this is the premium product, and this video will be short introductory session for the ultimate to-do list. In case if you are looking for in-depth walkthrough video, then you can find the link in the description box, and you can also check out this I button. Okay, so let's get started. So once you download the file from our website www.thedatalabs.org, then you just need to go to the download folder where it has been downloaded, and you just need to right click on the file and then click on properties. And in case in general section, if you see that if something security has been applied, just untick this unblock and click on apply and then okay. Once you'll do that, now run this Excel file. So this is the ultimate to-do list and daily activity tracker that has been developed in Excel and VBA. So this solution has three different worksheets like to-do list, master list, and support data. So in support data, we have a multiple list. If you look at this data that is summarized, and we are using the to-do list for drop downs and to create the dashboard. In the master list, this is the central repository of our application, basically the task management. Here we have a multiple column like serial number, due date, task, priority, status, defer date, remarks, task completion, and key. Okay, so all these data from column B to column H, that will come from that will be provided by user while working to-do list. The first column and the last column is auto generated, that is system generated, so you do not need to worry about that. If you look at this, the last column, that is key. So it's a combination of we are concatenating column B like due date, task name, priority, and status to make this key. Okay, so I would recommend not to make any changes in this key because we are utilizing to map the data, to submit the data from to-do list. Okay, now coming to the first sheet, this is the user interface here, where user will be spending most of his time. Okay, so in this user interface, the first section is the dashboard, that is the real-time dashboard, and that all the data for this dashboard is coming from this table, right? So we have a 6 different tasks with percentage, then we have a task completion chart, do not chart, then column chart by priority, and then bar chart that is by status. Coming to the bottom here, the dashboard, we have a different slicer, like we have a priority slicer, or you can say drop down, status drop down, and date selection logic drop down. Then we have input field for date, and then add update command button. So you can use all this drop downs and date input and add command button to get the data and to filter the data, basically to task, right? On the left side of the screen, you can find two beautiful calendars, basically, like here if you look at this October and September. So we have provided a drop down for month, and in case if you're selecting any of the month from the drop down, the first calendar will be showing the dates for that particular month, and the second will be showing the date for previous month. Okay, so as we have selected October, so this is showing October date basically, and this is for previous month, September 24. Okay, on top we have provided one checkbox. If you look at this, use calendar to select date. So if using this calendar, you can get the insights like this 6th. If you look at this 6th is the current date, today date, and 20th we have selected 20th here October, so that's why 20th has been marked with a different color and icons. And all the dates which have these icons, basically like these symbols, task symbols, it means it has some pending task, right? So this is how you can interpret all the color codes and icons available in both the calendar, right? So apart from viewing the calendar and getting the insights, you can also use the calendar to input the date. To input the date here, right? So to make the calendars interactive, you just need to click on this checkbox, and now you can click on any of the date, and this task will start showing the data. So let me do that here. If I'm clicking on 2nd of October, so this task list will start showing the data for 2nd of October. Okay, and as we have not applied any filter, so it's showing all the data. Now coming to the bottom side here, I have provided one checkbox that will show pop-up help basically. So if you want to get familiar with this tool, what is the user interface, I mean what is the purpose of all these controls, icons and everything, you just need to tick this and you get it, get the insights quickly. Once you feel comfortable going through all these details, you can untick this and this will be hidden. So this is quick help that is available anytime. Now as this is the task container, basically whenever you applied any filter, select any of the date, this will show the data, the task. On the right side of the screen, we have provided a whiteboard. So that's it's very important for you in case if you are working on any of the tasks or activities and you want to make some notes, you can quickly come here and make some notes here. Okay, so this is the structure of this. Let me tell you how can you use this tool. So suppose you want to add any of the specific task in the master list, so you can do it from here. Even though we have selected 2nd of October, it does not mean that all the data which will be adding here that will be transferred to 2nd of October. You need to select, you need to enter the date, then task name, and then priority. These are the, these two columns are mandatory columns. So let's transfer few of the records for 10th of October basically. So I'm putting 10th of October and then client visit normal. Okay, now you can click on add update button and it will transfer the data to master sheet. So let me show you how it has been transferred. So one task for 10th of October has been added here, client visit and all this. Okay, now coming to, in case if you want to work on, let me select this 10th of October. Okay, click on OK. So 10th of October has two different data. Let me one more for 10th of October, and then dashboard development here, and then let me select this high priority and then click on update. Okay. So as we have added this last one here, dashboard development, so now we have three different tasks. So this is how you can add it or for a specific date. In case if you want to filter the data, like suppose you want to see only high priority, just click on high priority, click on yes, and it will show the data for high priority only. In case okay, and if you want to work on this, like suppose I want to make it this first one, client visit, that should be completed, right? Completed. Okay, now click on add and update. So this is, you can see that the first one has been completed, and now if you want to apply a filter on a status, like we have a completed, so let's select completed only and click on yes. It will show only one record because one record is completed for 10th of October. Let me select pending only. So once I'll select pending only, this will show the data for pending, where suppose this client visit I want to defer it to a different date. So I will select this deferred here, and we need to put the date where on which we want to defer this particular task. So let me put it here, 20th October, and now click on add update button. So what it will do, it will mark this this one. Let me select the status all here, and then I will show you. Okay, so look at this. This task had been deferred to 20th of October. It means this will be considered as completed with status deferred, and the new task will be added for 20th October. So let me come to the master list here, and now you can see that this task we deferred, and that is coming from 10th of October. So this is how it's working. Okay, now there are some restriction on this tool, basically, like here if you want to see like due date and task name. So for existing tasks, you are not allowed to make any changes like due date and task. Again, this R column contains the data for this one, the internal key column basically. So please do not make any changes. In case if you delete or make any changes, this tool will consider all the records, all the tasks as a new record or new task, and that will add in master list. So don't make any changes on this one. Now let's come to the main important section, that is the date selection logic. If you look at this, this drop down has a 3 different value for selected date, month, and for dates in months. So by default, the value would be for selected date. It means whenever you select any of the date from calendar or put here, this will show the data for that specific date. But in case if you want to see the entire month data, like for selected date month data, then you select the second option, value, and it will show the data for entire month. I mean, we have provided the date for October, so that's how it's showing the data for October. So it's disregarding the date and taking the month while putting the filter. Okay, now the third option is all dates in master sheet. So all dates in master sheet, it's provide, I mean, it in this task table, it will show all the data, all the tasks which are available in master list regardless of what date you have entered. So as we have a 10th of October here entered, if I will select all dates in master list and click on yes, so regardless of the date which we enter, if you look at this, it has removed, and it's not removing, basically it's keeping in its memory, so that whenever you switch to this one, the first one or second one, it will auto update the date. So it will retain, or it will store the previous filter data, basically, right? So as we have selected all dates in master list, look at this, we have 21 tasks, and as are listed here. If you go here, if you can see, we have a 21 tasks. So this is how you can work, and every time we'll be working on like adding some new task, or maybe changing the status and other, you can utilize this add update button. But you do not need to, I mean, totally rely on this. I mean, whenever you will be changing the filter, basically like priority, status, and the date selection logic, or in case if you are clicking on any of the date, this tool will auto trigger the add update command, update all the task with latest status in master list, and fetch the data with respective filters, like the filters which we have applied. Okay, so this is a very useful tool in case if you want to manage your daily task, and this is our premium product. So you can visit our website www.thedatalabs.org to download it. Thank you so much. If you like this video, please like, and if you have any question, please put it in comment section.